Hey guys, it's Logger John here. I'm just out for a walk, checking out some wood. It's a nice day. We did have some rain this morning. It's a bit windy, so I hope you can hear me. I like I said, I went for a walk with the dog. She's over there. She likes going for walks. Hey, don't you? I'm checking out some dead wood here. There's a dead elm right here. My house is just over there. Not too far, you can't see it, of course, with all the trees. A bit of wood in this one. Bark's coming off it. There's quite a few elms to cut this year. There's some out there and way over there on the other side. There's 2 or 3 elms, a couple big ones that are dead. Of course, we have some little wee guys here. So I'm hoping to in the next month or so get some wood cut here. I'm kind of itching to get some wood cut, and so we're just going to keep walking here. I haven't cut any wood all summer. There's some more elms up here, I think, somewhere. There's some dead elms in there. So like I say, I'm kind of anxious to get I'm kind of getting hyped up to get some wood cut. We got one here, and there's one there, but it's pretty much sawdust, that one. But this one still looks pretty solid. And there's one back there, a little one. The trail is right here. The trail goes all the way down and it goes all the way back home, back up. Well, you can almost see my house right there. I'm going to zoom in. It's right over there. So there's lots of wood to cut. Okay, right there you can see the edge of the sugar bush. And right there I'm going to zoom in. There's some more dead elms. Right there, some small guys. I'm just going to keep walking. We're actually going to walk around. I call it walking around the block. Like if you come from my house, there's like a trail through here, and then you meet up with the Cottage Road here, and then you go right down there, and then another right all the way back out to the house on the other road. So it's like a square block basically. If you go left here, oh, it's windy. Hope you can hear me. If you go left here, that takes you back to the lake. You probably saw in some of my other videos We cut wood back there. I don't know what these little flies are all around. I got flies bugging me. Look at these. I don't, of course you can't see them on the video, but there's like flies all around my head. They're almost like black flies, but they're not. They keep following me. It's like, get out of here. Okay, now we're on the cottage road. Maybe they are black flies. Usually don't have black flies this time of year, but... Okay, look at these thistles along here. Look at these guys. Like some of these guys are like 8 feet tall. 7, 8 feet tall. They about 2 years ago they cut some trees along the road here, trying to clean it up a bit, and I noticed all these thistles growing in here. Kind of crazy. Like, look at this guy. He's a good 8, 9 feet tall. Right in here, I don't know if you remember on one of my videos in the wintertime, right there is where I went in to cut that hemlock. You can check out that video. I think it's called Happy Hemlocks. I was cutting dead hemlocks back in there in the wintertime. It was in March, I guess. And then up here is where we cut the other big hemlock. Right in there, you can see the stump right there. You can see where I skidded it out. It's hard to believe that was back in March. It didn't seem like that long ago. It's September now. Time goes by. I tell my kids that, you know, when the older you get, the faster time flies by. There's a blue jay somewhere. He's pretty mad at me. I don't see him. Oh, I saw him a little bit. There's a blue jay up there. A lot of blue jays this summer. I remember growing up when I was younger on the farm, like you hardly saw any blue jays in the summertime. But last couple of years here, the blue jays seem to stick around all summer, and about 2 weeks ago I saw about 6 just out of the house. Which I find unusual, but we get a lot of geese too the last couple nights flying over, and in the mornings. This here is what they call, well, see this here, this grate in the road, so the cows can't go across. There's cows in here somewhere. I didn't see any this morning, but so we got like a little fence on this side, goes around, fence here, and then we have this grate so cars can drive by, but cows can't step on this because their hooves go right through the... Now the local people around here call this a cattle crossing, which is kind of confusing because the cows really don't go across. I think there's another name. I think it's called a Texas gate. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it's called, a Texas gate. That's what I call it. So basically they just dug a big hole, got this big grate, put some big timber underneath there. So see, I can walk on it okay, but my dog can't. I'll show you. See, she walks along the side. Hey, you know dummy. Hey, you know dummy. Hey, let's go. Here she goes again. Down the side. I decided to go for a walk in the deep woods here. I just love hemlock trees. Aren't they great? Look at them. They're just the greatest tree. Unfortunately, a lot of them are dying in here still, but you can still see the old stumps from probably, I don't know, 15 years ago. There's some pine. Oh, you can't. There's some over there. White pine stumps. One there. I cut white pine in here with my father-in-law about 15 years ago. We cut some. Now you just got some big hemlocks. There's still some nice white pine in here. You got a nice one there. This guy here has a lot of holes. I don't know if you can see it. It's still alive. It's a hemlock. It's got like a lot of woodpecker holes in it. I'm just looking at this tree here. I kind of got distracted here with all these trees around me. I got like a white pine tree. There's the road, like right there, the trail, the cottage road's right there. But look at this tree. Okay, it's like losing its bark. It's a white pine, but half the tree is alive. You can't really see it, but if you look up there, you can see where a piece broke off one time. I think I did clean it up one time. And then the other side of the tree is still alive. It's kind of funny. Gonna have to put that on my list for the winter time cutting. Be easy to get to. I can get back right in here with the tractor. Might have to sacrifice this little ironwood here. I don't know where it's leaning though. Well, there's a fence right there, a barbed wire fence, and unfortunately all the weight's on this side of the tree leaning on the fence. So it's funny, like this side of the tree, if you look at it, looks nice and firm, nice and alive, but then on this side, all the bark is off it. Like half the tree is alive. Kind of funny. I think I could make it go down over in there, maybe with a wedge. Almost like a mate to that other one. Look at this thing. It's a white pine. Still alive. Doesn't look alive, but it's still alive up there. Look at this crazy thing. This thing is massive. Wow. That's just crazy. Imagine trying to get this thing on the sawmill, on Billy's sawmill. That is just the gnarliest looking tree I ever saw. You got great big limbs hanging out here. That's probably the ugliest tree I ever saw. It's ugly, but yet it's still kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? It's ugly, but it's beautiful. If that makes any sense. Got this spruce tree. I don't know how solid it is. It's kind of getting a little rotten. It's kind of fell over into this maple. Ow. Might be good for furnace wood. I don't know. It's getting a little bit spunky. Okay, I'm going to walk over here and look at this cedar tree. I'm telling you, this little chunk of woods here has a lot of weird trees. Look at this cedar. Look at this guy. Look at it. That's crazy. It's just the craziest looking. It's a white cedar. It's hard to tell, but this here is like, look at the size of this tree. It's probably from there to there. I don't know. It's gotta be pretty close to 3 feet across. There's the dog. You can tell there, the picture. There's a tree. That is just crazy. Yeah. I just love crazy looking trees. They're just the coolest thing. And that tree's pretty old. It goes up and then it goes into 2 different parts. I mean, you got limbs here that are like 15 feet long. Look at that one limb, it goes all the way back. I kind of wish I had that in my yard. That would be a cool tree to have in your yard. You can kind of see it a little better back here. I don't see any cows. I haven't saw a cow today on my walk. We're just walking out the concession road here. So I'm almost home. My house is just up there on the hill. I just stopped. I saw about 5 blue jays just a second ago. I don't know where they went to. I don't know what that is. Anyways, right in here, there's an old dug well. It's covered up now with some boards and stuff, but right there's an old covered well. Apparently years ago, like way back, 200 years ago, there was, the first house was right there somewhere, apparently. The old house was right there. Anyways, come on, you ready to go home? We're almost home. Got wild parsnip right here along the road. It's right here. I don't know if any of you guys have any wild parsnip around your place, but we have quite a bit of it here and there, especially along the roads. And it's quite dangerous, or it can be. If you get the juice on, like if you're cutting it down or pulling it out when it's green, if you get the juice on you, that can leave some pretty bad burns. You can even don't get it in your eyes either, the juice, because it has a reaction with the sun. So you get the juice on you from the plant, and then it has a reaction with the sun, and then it causes blisters. And I had it a couple years ago on my arm. It's not fun. You got to keep your arm in a long, like this was in July, so I had to wear a long sleeve shirt in July when it was like 35 degrees. Because you got to keep it covered up from the sun. It's kind of a bad plant. I try to keep it mowed down if I can.